Hey, what's up guys? Got a review for you here today. Today's review is going to be on, of course, Dior Homme Cologne. This is one that I've been wanting to do since I got it last year in the summertime. I actually own 2 bottles of this one. This is the one I've been using. This is my backup bottle here. So, presentation. On the cap, it's got that Christian Dior on the top right there, carved out. It's got this white thing in it. On the sprayer it says Dior Homme, and on the top of the sprayer it says CD. When you pop this off, if you got rubber tweezers, you can actually grab the little atomizer and you can actually pull it out, and it'll give you direct access to the juice. So it's very easy to split like that using one of those droppers. You can very easily split it without wasting too much juice and without too much exposure to the air. So that's pretty good about these Dior bottles. Except when you put it back on, you have to waste some juice to spray it. But it's very handy when you're splitting it. I haven't seen too much fakes of this one going around, so you don't really have to worry too much about that. But if you can pull off the cap and double check that sprayer function. But the notes on this one are Calabrian bergamot, grapefruit blossom, and white musk. That's it. It's a citrus white floral, and they describe it as simple, natural, and sophisticated. Pricing on this one, there's 2 sizes. There's a 2.5 ounce and the 4.2 ounce, this one. The 2.5 ounce will run you discounted online $55, and the 4.2 ounce will run you around $75. And those are the prices that I would pay. I wouldn't pay retail pricing, but it is hard to find. It is hard to test. So this one, it kind of sucks because there's older formulations, and you're taking the risk that you might end up with the older formulation if you're looking for this one. This one was reformulated in 2013. The good things about this fragrance. Okay, the good things about it are the natural smell. I would start with that. The natural smell of its notes. So let me give it a sprayer. You can see the sprayer. Did you see that? Okay, so you can go half sprays or full sprays like that. Pretty decent sprayer. Now, right away you get a little bit of alcohol. I gotta let that alcohol wear off. When I first bought it, I was a little bit disappointed with the fact that none of the reviews had really described what it smelled like to me. I was a little bit surprised. I wasn't sure what they meant by white t-shirt cotton type of smell. I wasn't sure what that meant. And then when I smelled it, I was like, why didn't they just say what it smells like, you know? To me, this smells like a cold glass of lemonade on a very, very hot summer day at the beach or outside, and with, you know, a lot of sugar, and you can see the pulp of the lemon in it, and it's almost a sweet lemonade type of smell with that perspiration, very refreshing type of scent. And that's what I get from this fragrance. There is some musk, and that grapefruit floral, it just gives it a citrusy feel, and it gives it a little bit of an aromatic feel. And that's pretty much it. It's a very safe smell. You're not going to offend anybody with this unless they hate the smell of lemon. Perfect for one thing only that I've noticed, and that's really, really hot, humid days. Really hot days. Like, because for me, I live in, you guys know, South Texas. It was 106 degrees the other day, and this is in the middle of, that was April, and it was already getting hot. So down here, it's unbearably hot. The other day, it was only like 90 some, but it was going to rain, so it was really humid. Man, it was bad. You know, I felt sorry for the dogs that have to be outside, because it's just bad, the heat. And you can't wear anything. Like, even the fresh fragrances, you're very limited to what you can wear. And this fragrance is the perfect fragrance for the heat, for those hot, humid days. And I'm talking like really, really, really hot. If it's 200 degrees outside, you can still wear this fragrance. And that's the beauty about it. There is no fragrance that can do it like this one does. It is a crowd pleaser in the heat. I did a test on it one day. I had on Dior Homme Cologne here and Dior Homme Sport here. And I asked a couple girls who came to the shop, some customers, and I asked them which one they preferred. They all picked this one. It was a really hot day though, so that may have had an influence on it. I've noticed that in the fresher days, I don't like it as much as I do in the hot days. In the fresher days, it seems kind of boring. It seems too citrusy. So that's the bad thing about this one. It's not very versatile. And some of the complaints I've heard is that it smells like cleaner. You know, the lemon in cleaner. I can kind of see that. But it smells much more natural than you would expect from something like a cleaning product. I don't know where people get the cotton smell, the white t-shirt smell. I mean, I guess it would be the white musk in it, but it's all lemon, it's all citrus. It's like a sweet lemonade. It's not like Chanel's Edition Blanche. It's not like that one, because that one's more of a creamy, sweet type of a citrus. It's got a different type of citrus in it. And as far as Dior Homme Sport, it's a very similar citrus note. I believe that Dior Homme Sport has lemon in it instead of bergamot. It's a very, well, the formulation I have anyway. It's very similar, but it's much more pronounced in the citrus. It's very pronounced and very stripped down. There's nothing else going on in it. Dior Homme Sport has a lot of ginger and florals and other things going on in the background. This one doesn't have any of that. It's completely stripped out, no noise going on. It's just really the citrus and a little bit of that musky floralness in the background. It's not very complex. That will turn off a lot of people. And the performance isn't the best. It lasts on me 4 hours average, at the most 5 hours. And you got to spray quite a bit of this stuff to project, because in about 30 minutes it's going to be a skin scent. So that's one issue. But if you spray a lot, it projects more. It does increase the projection like that. It is a nude cologne, so that could be why. It is pricey. A fragrance like this, for what it does and for not having the best performance, it is pricey. You're paying for the natural smell of a Dior fragrance, the quality of Dior. That's what you're paying for, and the beautiful bottle, of course. It is hard to sample. You can't get a hold of samples of this. There's not even a lot of splits going on, so it's hard to get your hands on it before you buy it. A lot of people just blind buy it, and I've been seeing it for sale in a lot of the swaps and a lot of the groups, because people have just blind bought it and it wasn't for them. So as far as a rating goes with this fragrance, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. And that 8 out of 10 comes with an asterisk, because if you don't live in a hot area where you get hot summers, if you live up north in the colder parts of the country, and your summers are not as humid as mine and they don't hit 100 degrees, then this fragrance is more like something like a 6 out of 10 for you. But for me, it's an 8 out of 10, because in these summer months, it does what I needed to do like no other fragrance, and that is why I own 2 bottles of it, because you can see I'm going to use a lot of this juice. I use it for work sometimes. I use it for whenever I don't want to get a headache from wearing too much cologne. I wear something like this. It does smell clean. It does smell refreshing on a hot day. I mean, on a hot day, I love this smell. That's why I bought 2 bottles. Is it blind buy worthy? No, of course not. It's absolutely not blind buy worthy. Even if you're a guy like me, some people don't want to wear cologne when it's too hot. You know what I mean? Some people just, it's not the right time for that. This may not be worth the money because it has a high price tag. Blind buy worthy, no, especially not if you don't have a problem with the heat like I do. If you don't mind, I know there's people who like to wear La Nuit in the summer and Pure Malt in the summer and things like that. If you're one of those people, this fragrance is not for you. I would skip on it. I wouldn't buy it. But if you like the idea of smelling like a walking natural lemon, like a lemonade type of feel, then this fragrance might be right up your alley. So there you go. That's my review. Thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think if you've tried this one. Take it easy. Peace.